Hello Midway Wool friends, I am here to show you how to use Heat-N-Bond when doing wool applique in just a few short minutes. So come along as we do our cute little sunflower. So first of all, you are going to receive a template inside of your pattern. And when you're doing Heat-N-Bond, you need to make sure that your pattern is in reverse or mirrored because it's like a giant sticker. So when you do this, you want to make sure that it's mirrored. For this particular project, we don't need to have it mirrored because it's all symmetrical. So we don't need to worry about mirroring it. But if you are doing a project where there's words or letters or the shape of like the way the bird is facing, you need to make sure that you mirror your image. Okay, so here's my cute little template right here. And I'm going to trace each individual shape onto my Heat-N-Bond Lite. Now, Heat-N-Bond Lite is, like I said, awesome because it's like a giant sticker. So I am tracing on the smooth side. There is a bumpy side, which is the whole sticker part. So I just am going to trace this on here. And like I said, I'm doing each individual shape on the smooth side. And I'm just using a pen. You don't have to, you can use a pencil, doesn't matter. Okay, now that I have my shapes traced, I'm gonna cut each individual shape out. And then I'm gonna look at my cute pattern and it looks like I need to have yellow for my sunflower part. So I'm gonna stick that on my bowl right there. And as you can see, I didn't cut directly on the line. I am leaving a little bit of space in between before I cut it out. Okay, and this one's going to be a little bit close because I didn't trace very thoughtfully. Okay, and then again, the center's brown, so I'm going to put my brown circle on my brown. Now, a little tip. When you're doing wool applique, we all know that wool is very expensive. So when you place your shapes down, I like to cut out this little edge because I want to use this beautiful green wool on another project. And I want to keep all my scraps so that when I have a little project that I'm doing, I can have all this beautiful wool to use. And it's great to build up your wool stash as well. Okay, so now that I have all my pieces placed on the corresponding wool piece to match my design, I am going to steam iron it on with lots and lots of steam. So I'm going to place my iron down on my wool, give it a nice little steam. Now some wools, there is a right side and a wrong side, but with this one, you can use either side. It doesn't matter. There's not a right or a wrong. And this is beautiful hand-dyed wool that I'm using. It's 100% wool. Steamy, steam, steam. Okay. Now that I've steamed ironed them onto my wool pieces, I am going to cut directly out on the line. Now, this is very important to have a great pair of scissors. These are Perfect Scissors by Karen K. Buckley, and they are wonderful because, as you can see, they go around the wool like butter. And they'll keep my sharp tips of my flowers, and they won't, there's an Anna word, snaggle on the wool. So, see? Nice crisp edges, crisp points because of these awesome scissors. So I'm just going to cut, cut, cut. See how it just glides around this circle? It's awesome. All right, now that I have all my shapes cut out, I am going to do the magic. So here's my background piece. You do not have to stabilize your background piece. Because wool, you don't have to stabilize if you don't want to. With this Heat-N-Bond method, we are stabilizing it so it's really stuck and adhered onto my wool, but you don't have to do your background if you don't want to. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to take off the nice shiny piece of paper. And now you can see that sticker part that I keep talking about. Now, there's placement guides, but if there's not a pattern guide sheet on how to place your wool, just look at the picture and you can place it. This one's a nice, easy design, so I don't really need a placement guide. But at this point, you can put all your wool pieces down. So you do not need to place the stem and the leaves and fuse it. Then place the sunflower petals and then fuse it. And then the center and fuse it. You can fuse it all at one time. So now that I have it placed in the wool centered how I like, then I'm going to take my iron again and use lots of steam. And give it a nice little rubby rub. Another hint too is if you have Heat-N-Bond that you have had for a while in your closet and it's not sticking very good, a tip is fuse steam, steam, steam on this side and then flip it over and give it a steam from this side. And that also can help adhere it so it's really stuck on there. So now that I have my shapes all fused on, it is now time to stitch. So this is again how you prep wool using Heat-N-Bond Lite.